Hello, everyone. Happy holidays to all my friends down in the Austin area. I'm still getting ready for my big day next week, but I'm taking a few minutes to help you celebrate a big day for you, especially in South Austin. I'll be back in just a few minutes. In the meantime, here's Austin District Engineer Tucker Ferguson.
What a gift this has been to be able to celebrate the completion of the MoPac Intersections project. This was a major construction project with a unique approach to constructing bridges at existing intersections. Let's take a look. The MoPac Intersections project is complete. Construction, which began in January 2018, included a diverging diamond intersection at Slaughter Lane and a new bridge at La Crosse Avenue, as well as new MoPac main lanes under the bridges. The section of MoPac from Slaughter to La Crosse was originally constructed in 1992. Since then, the area has grown, leading to an increase in traffic congestion at the two intersections, adversely affecting access, safety, and mobility. In 2013, TxDOT began developing solutions to get traffic moving again. TxDOT used rock mining machines to excavate 750,000 cubic yards of dirt and rocks so that the MoPac main lanes could be built below the existing street level. Bridges were constructed at Slaughter Lane and La Crosse Avenue, allowing for the extension of the MoPac lanes and eliminating the signals on the highway. The innovative diverging diamond intersection, or DDI, at Slaughter Lane and MoPac increases safety by reducing potential conflict points. The DDI also increases traffic flow by temporarily shifting traffic to the left side of the road, allowing through traffic and left turning traffic to proceed through the intersection simultaneously. Drivers aren't the only ones benefiting from this project. Pedestrians and cyclists now have a shared use path on the west side of MoPac between the two intersections and added sidewalks and bike lanes on La Crosse Avenue. This has been an important project for TxDOT and the community. We have enjoyed working with you and participating at local events. Construction can be frustrating, so we want to say thank you for your patience. We've now crossed the finish line. Have a safe commute. It's hard to comprehend the amount of material that was excavated, but it's enough rock and dirt to fill over 18,000 residential swimming pools. We appreciate the patience of those who live and work here in South Austin. We know construction is tough, and we got through it together. Mobility has already improved through the two new intersections. We couldn't have done this without the support of the community and our partners. I'd like to personally thank Brian Barth.
It's important that TxDOT delivers the right projects, and we strive to deliver those projects on time. And this project comes in a little ahead of schedule. The transportation solutions of the past aren't necessarily the best solutions for the problems we're trying to solve today. We are looking at innovative ways to improve mobility, keeping in mind that a one-size-fits-all approach simply isn't good enough anymore. When planning, our engineers look at traffic bottlenecks and travel patterns. They look at where most folks are heading. The best solution in this case for the Slaughter Lane was a diverging diamond intersection to accommodate all the left turning traffic in the morning. And by extending the MoPac main lanes, we keep the traffic flow moving, which helps alleviate congestion at the intersections. It was important to us to complete this project sooner rather than later. As South Austin continues to grow, 50,000 vehicles travel along this stretch of MoPac every day. Moving vehicles is important, but safety is also our top priority at TxDOT. As you heard in the video, the diverging diamond intersection reduces potential conflict points, reducing the number and severity of crashes, particularly head-on crashes. At TxDOT, our mission is simple: connecting you with Texas. The MoPac intersection project exemplifies our strategy to improve mobility and safety across the state. We also try to focus on the customer and everything we do. As you heard on the video, from the start, there was considerable community outreach. We took your input to the drawing table. This is one of the reasons that the MoPac main lanes are below street level. There was community desire to maintain the aesthetic and if possible to keep the noise levels down. And we stayed in touch, letting folks in the community know what was happening and how the project was progressing. We appreciate your patience because we know construction can be a pain. My hope is that you find your commute is faster and you get home to your family sooner each evening, improving your quality of life. I'm proud of the TxDOT team, from the planners and design engineers to the area office and project managers, for their hard work to get this very complicated project completed and ahead of schedule. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. Thanks, Tucker. I'll turn it back to you.
Thanks, Brian. Our next speaker has deep roots in Central Texas, and before being elected to the Texas State Senate this year, was our Travis County judge.
This is a wonderful project. Also, I want to give big kudos to y'all for the Santa theme on this. This is just so delightful. We've done a lot of these Zooms through this very, very difficult time. And so I appreciate y'all putting a little extra special holiday sizzle in it. So thank you for that. This was a great project, a very difficult project to move us safely through this unique and very sensitive environment. I know it was a huge challenge doing this excavation and assuring that we preserved our water quality and didn't have issues around our sensitive environment doing this project. This was a difficult project to pull off. So kudos to you for pulling it off, and it being our next step in a improved mobility in South Austin, including transit eventually in South Austin. So also thank you very much for the shared bike and pedestrian pathway. Eventually that will link into some quality transit in this area as we try and limit and keep our human footprint as small as possible in this sensitive environment. So thank you.
Thank you, Senator, and for all your support. I've had the pleasure of working with our next speaker on several transportation projects here in the Austin area. State Representative Vicki Goodwin is committed to improving mobility and safety for her constituents, and I appreciate her partnership in this effort. Representative Goodwin.
Thank you, Tucker, and thank you for including me in this ribbon cutting today. I was a little curious how a ribbon cutting virtually would work, but it's been a very nice presentation. I'm one of those 50,000 car trips per day on MoPac at Slaughter. So I go through that intersection almost on a daily basis. And I've really enjoyed the diverging diamond layout. It was a little strange in the beginning, but it seems to provide a much better throughput and much better mobility, and seems very safe at the same time. So really appreciate the work that TxDOT has done on this. Like Senator Eckhart said, it was a challenging environmental project, but y'all got it finished, and I'm very happy that we're able to use both the La Crosse and Slaughter intersections now, and I know a lot of residents in Southwest Austin appreciate it too. Thanks.
We've had the good fortune to partner with the City of Austin on a number of projects and appreciate the city's support as well. In particular, that of Councilmember Paige Ellis, who is with us here today. Councilmember Ellis.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate getting to be here with you today. Good morning. I am Councilmember Paige Ellis, and I am proud to represent Austin, Southwest Austin, on the City Council. I am thankful to TxDOT for moving quickly and efficiently to get these improvements finished. The ability to easily travel through this area is an important part of living a healthy and happy life, and reliable transportation is the key component of this. With the completion of the MoPac intersections project, these two important intersections at Slaughter Lane and La Crosse Avenue will now have much less congestion, meaning drivers can get around with ease and residents can support their favorite local neighborhood businesses, and the Wildflower Center and the Velaway are easier to get to. Pedestrian and bicycle improvements have also been made to truly enhance all modes of transportation options through this project, and for that we are very thankful. I'm proud to partner with TxDOT in this initiative and to improve local transportation for the folks who live, work, and play in South Austin. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Ellis. Our good friend, Travis County Commissioner Gerald Daugherty, has fought for transportation project and has worked with TxDOT to find ways to improve mobility throughout Precinct 3 and is joining us today by phone.
Well, thank you very much for having me. And well, hallelujah. I mean, anytime that we can finish a road project in this community, it is one more that we can chalk up as being something that is so beneficial to this community. You are right, Tucker. I have fought for many a project as it relates to roadway for sure in this community in the last 14 of the last 18 years, that is, I mean, where I have been the commissioner. But I will tell you that you guys at TxDOT, y'all have been champions. Y'all have been so good to work with. I know that you have a lot of obstacles in front of you at times, but you know, your dedication and your perseverance is something that, you know, without that, you know, we would not be doing things like we're doing today. The improvements that added capacity, improved roadway capacity that you all are responsible for doing, and quite frankly, I think you do a marvelous job. You know, it's the thing that allows us in this community to have less stress in all of our lives, because it allows you to get from point A to point B in a more equitable way. I mean, I'm proud of the fact that, you know, that we have got, you know, the bike lanes, that we've got the walking paths. You all have done a marvelous job of going out and navigating, you know, the environmental world, which, you know, we all know is very, very important to just about everybody in this community. I think y'all work so hard to make that work. Tucker, thank you so much. And I doubt that Terry McCoy is on this line. I mean, if he is, great. If he's not, I want him to also know, but between you and Terry McCoy, the two district engineers that have worked so hard for so many of the projects in this community and having brought these things to fruition, I can't thank you enough. This community is a better community when we have a complete, comprehensive road system. And, you know, without y'all's dedication, we wouldn't be able to do this. I look forward, even though I'm not going to be here after another 2 weeks, or I won't be, you know, in an elected capacity, but I'm always going to work with you all, champion and work with championing things that are so important. And the one thing that we all ought to recognize is that a good roadway system is the best thing for a good transit system. And this is one of those things that will prove to show people that, you know, this might allow transit to work better, where you might attract a few more people to use it. But you got to have roadways, and roadways are the things that y'all are champions at doing. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for having me. Merry Christmas, and let's keep building the needed roadway systems that we need in this community. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner, and I really appreciate the project we've been able to work on it in my time here in the district. So that's the end of our list of speakers, but we're not done quite yet. Santa still has some business to take care of.
Thank you, Tucker. You know, I love to give gifts, but it's also fun to open them. So we have ribbon and scissors. The MoPac Intersections project is complete. I need to go. I still have that big day next week. So happy holidays to all of you. Tucker?
Thank you, Santa, and thanks to all of our speakers for being here today. I also want to give a very special thanks to South Travis Area Engineer Epi Gonzalez and Assistant Area Engineer Michelle Romish-Chambers, plus the many TxDOT folks who worked on this project. Our contractor, Weber LLC, did a fantastic job, and we would not be here today celebrating without their help. This concludes our ceremony for the completion of the MoPac Intersections project. Thank you to everyone for joining us here at the Austin District's first live virtual ribbon cutting event. If members of the media want to hang around, we can answer a few questions. Thank you.